Good Tuesday morning. I hope you're having a wonderful start to another beautiful day. We're going to do the reverse. We're going to start with Judges 9 and end up with Psalms. But I have to ask you, are you in a situation where you have made a decision and you don't know if you're at peace, or did you act in integrity with your your final way of going about handling the situation? Well, chapter 9 picks up with Gideon's descendants. Backstory. Jerubbaal is the same person as Gideon. I started getting confused, like, wait a minute. Jerubbaal had 10 sons. Gideon had 70 sons. Turns out they're the same people. And Gideon had this son named Abimelech, and he went to his mother's hometown, and that's where his family was. But he wanted to be the leader, the king, and guess what? He killed all of his brothers except one. So 70 except one. And the survivor, the youngest son, hid himself, and his name was Jotham. And he went to the people of the town and he said, okay, you all made this guy Abimelech king. He was so thirsty for power. And in verse 16 it picks up that Jotham is addressing the masses. He was like, if you all are happy with your decision, if you acted with integrity, then cool, live with it. But it says, know this, remember this, my father Gideon, remember, mighty man of valor, he fought for you all, right? He saved you all from the Midianites. He did all this. He looked out for you all, and you turned around and killed his sons, his family. What's going on with that? It says he risked his life and rescued you. Now, he said, if you know you are acting with sincerity and integrity with Gideon, cool. But if that's not the case, in verse 20 it said, let fire come out of Abimelech and burn up the citizens of Shechem, right? The people, and Beth Milo. So what I need to ask you today is, are you in that situation where you might have followed the crowd and just made a decision because you were bullied or, peer pressured? Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Be that one courageous one. Be that Jotham who stood out. God will preserve your life. And he was preserved for that reason, to speak out. Well, what happened is there were some battles. Abimelech, because he, turned on the Lord and did some crazy stuff. At the end of the battles, he was in a tiff with some other people, and it says in verse 53 that there was a millstone that hit Abimelech on the head, and his skull opened up, and Abimelech, because he was so full of pride, remember the first time he was full of pride, he wanted to be thirsty for power. The second time he was so full of pride, he was about to be killed. His head was about to, be bust open, but he told his armor bearer, stab me, take the sword and stab me, because I do not want it to be said that a woman killed me, because she was the one who dropped the stone on his head. All that pride, even in death, even when you're about to be buried, what? So what I have to ask you today is pride blinding you? Or are you acting in integrity and humility? Because what happened in verse 56, it says, God paid back Abimelech for the evil that he had done to his father, his own brothers, when he killed them. So going into Psalms, the Lord wants us to have our heart trust in him. It says, Psalms 73:26, my flesh and my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. We don't have to look for reinforcements and our esteem in position and in people and in roles. No, God is our portion. So let's not be puffed up in pride, because guess what? Also in Psalms 103, it talks about how we are just dust. We are just like the grass. We're like the flower. Yeah, it flourishes for a minute, but then we're gone off the scene. So let's put all of our hope in the Lord and know that He will never fail us. Okay. Hope you have a wonderful day. Check yourself, check your heart, and know that God is the health of our countenance. In all of our days, we can trust Him. Have a good one.